Welcome to AZPM's News Daily, a recap of all the stories we've covered here today at Arizona Public Media. I'm Katia Mendoza. In today's headlines, residents on both sides of the U.S. Mexico border are voicing concerns over historic cottonwood trees that could be leveled by border wall construction.
The Sierra Club says some could be more than 200 years old.
UA basketball star Braden Burries was picked in the first round of the 2026 NBA draft.
The California native won a series of postseason awards.
And Tucson Unified School District is proposing a 4-day school week.
We're trying to be creative.
It's Wednesday, June 24th. Up first today, residents on both sides of the U.S. Mexico border are voicing concerns over a cottonwood grove that stands in the path of border wall construction. Angela Gervasi reports from the southern Arizona ranching community of Loquil.
On Tuesday, contractors tore down a segment of border fence in Loquil. The plan, according to federal records, is to build a taller barrier that stretches 30 feet high. But conservationists and local residents say the construction is set to destroy a nearby grove of historic cottonwood trees. Ruben Peralta is from the small town of Santa Cruz, Sonora, which sits across the border from Loquil.
Es la sombra. Y qué bonitos árboles, porque ya árboles nuevos.
He says the cottonwoods provide shade and beauty and that they've been standing for a century. The Sierra Club says some could be more than 200 years old. Angela Gervasi, AZPM News.
University of Arizona basketball star Braden Burries was selected in the first round of the 2026 NBA draft last night. Tony Perkins reports.
The Milwaukee Bucks chose the Wildcats' sharpshooting guard with the 10th overall pick in the draft. Burries averaged 16 points a game for Arizona's Final Four squad during his only year in a Wildcat uniform. The California native won a series of postseason awards, including all Big 12 first-team honors and Conference Newcomer of the Year. Burries is the highest drafted Wildcat since Benedict Mathurin, who went 6th in the first round after the 2022 season. Burries' teammate and Chandler native Koa Pete was drafted 30th by the Phoenix Suns. I'm Tony Perkins, AZPM News.
A survey going out to families in the Tucson Unified School District suggests several possible alternatives to the traditional school year. Noor Hagigi has more.
While enrollment drops and alternatives to public school become more popular, the district is asking parents what their school calendar preferences are for the 2027 to 2028 school year. Assistant Superintendent Brian Lambert is on the committee that designed the survey.
We're trying to be creative and provide parents the opportunity to give input on what would meet their needs best. So by that, we would love for our enrollment to increase.
One of the options proposes a 4-day school week. Another moves the district to a year-round schedule that would start in July and extend breaks. Earlier this year, TUSD voted to grant Palo Verde High School a 4-day school week. Noor Hagigi, AZPM News.
Arizona's new state budget doesn't include funding for the Community College Adult Education Workforce Program. It's a loss of about $6 million a year for adult learners statewide. Adult basic education programs help people who have not finished high school gain the skills they need to be successful in college or in their careers. Lori Kierstead-Joseph is an official with Pima Community College. She says funding from the legislature helped expand adult education programs and provide additional support for students. The state funding makes up about 20% of the overall budget for the Adult Basic Education for College and Career Division at Pima. In meetings with legislators and the governor's office, Kierstead-Joseph said Pima heard nothing but praise and support for the program. As an effort to make streets safer, the Tucson City Council revisited the possibility of installing red light cameras at their Tuesday meeting. The Tucson metro area was ranked 4th in the nation for pedestrian deaths. As traffic fatalities continue to rise, Ward 6 Council member Miranda Schubert said the issue raises questions whether Tucson has the resources to respond.
If we know where people are being killed and seriously injured, our focus should now shift from identifying the problem to rapidly deploying proven solutions.
Tucson voters eliminated the red light cameras in 2015 through Proposition 201. A gun shop owner faces prison time after admitting that he encouraged the straw purchase of dozens of firearms he then gave to other people. Matthew Casey has more.
Federal prosecutors say Alejandro Montemayor of Chandler owned and ran AVAZ firearms in Phoenix. His plea agreement says in 2024, Montemayor helped people fill out government forms to buy guns and told them to swear it was theirs, even though they both knew it was for someone else. Montemayor reportedly transferred 72 straw purchases to other people. He also pleaded guilty to not filing more than a dozen reports for sales made above $10,000. Montemayor is scheduled to be sentenced on August 17th. Matthew Casey, Phoenix.
Governor Katie Hobbs signed a series of bills this year that are meant to reform the Department of Child Safety in the wake of multiple high-profile deaths. One of the biggest changes is from a bill that requires DCS to include a child's entire history in a single report if they've been the subject of prior hotline calls. It also requires the department to refer investigations involving repeated reports of abuse to a child safety specialist. Scottsdale Republican Senator Corinne Werner said critical information on abused children was scattered across multiple reports, obscuring the whole picture. One example involved 10-year-old Rebecca Baptiste, who was abused for years and whose case was reported many times before her death. And that should catch you up on everything we've covered here today at Arizona Public Media. Thanks for listening. When you can't catch our on-air newscasts, you can always get them here. Timely news for you on your time. Make sure to subscribe to the AZPM News Daily wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Katia Mendoza. We'll see you tomorrow.